30 years ago, these three dared to confront an unimaginable evil. Stefan Gold was the youngest unit commander in Mossad. David Peretz had his 29th birthday while on the mission. Rachel Singer was only 25.
L'affaire Rachel Singer, c'est un thriller porté par Helen Mirren, mais également le remake d'un film israélien. Un long métrage que la comédienne a étudié de près.
I felt it was important to see the original film because it was an Israeli story made by Israelis, shot in Israel, and now we are, in a sense, reproducing that story. So I felt it was very important to watch the original film, and I learned a lot from watching it. And the thing that I learnt was the depth of the emotion that was needed to play in this film. You couldn't play it like a British person. You know, it had to be full of emotion and passion.
Un rôle plein de passion donc, dans un film qui n'est pas le seul remake interprété par Helen Mirren, puisqu'elle a aussi tourné Arthur et la Tempête, mais avec une approche différente.
No, I didn't, only with the Israeli film. That's the only time. I didn't with Arthur. I know that John Gielgud was brilliant in the original film. Again, won an award, but I wanted to make it my own. So I didn't watch the original before Arthur. The Tempest is Shakespeare, so it's being done all the time. Not a movie, but you know, many productions of The Tempest. It's a classic. It will always be done.
Arthur et la Tempête ont d'ailleurs un autre point commun, puisque l'actrice y joue des personnages d'abord écrits pour des hommes, comme elle l'avait fait dans Jeu de pouvoir, suite au désistement de Bill Nighy.
It changes the film. The film, not so much funny enough in State of Play. I think definitely in The Tempest. It shifts. It doesn't change the play. And likewise in State of Play, it doesn't change the story. But it gives another perspective on the story. I think the character in State of Play, yes, it was played by a man originally, but really I play the same character. The character doesn't really change. That shift doesn't take place so much as it does in Arthur. It shifts quite a lot in Arthur, having that character played by a woman. And it shifts in The Tempest.
Et puisqu'on parle de changement, Helen Mirren avait fait sensation en 2010 dans la peau d'une des tueuses de Red.
Best wet work asset in the business.
What's that?
I kill people, dear. Absolutely. And I read it and I went, oh, I'd love to do this, but I can't do this. You know, they'll think I've, you know, my reputation, I'll lose my reputation. They'll just think I'm, you know, a sellout, and they'll all say, what is Helen Mirren doing? And the minute I thought that was when I thought, I must do it. Yes, I'm definitely going to do that.
Si l'effet était aussi réussi, c'est parce qu'avant ça, la comédienne était pour beaucoup l'interprète de The Queen. Un rôle qui lui a d'ailleurs valu un Oscar et quelques changements.
My life stays the same. But I think in my career, yes, I do. I think there was certainly a bigger international recognition, and because there's a bigger international recognition, American films, now the international market is so important in American film, and because I have a higher international profile, it means American filmmakers are more, more inclined to put me in their movies. So it was very clear, you can see the moment after the Oscar, now in National Treasure, Red, Arthur, those kind of big studio films, I start being asked to do, which I wasn't before.
Une juste récompense pour un personnage difficile à aborder.
There is anyone who knows the British people more than I do, Mr. Blair, no who has greater faith in their wisdom and judgment.
I was very, very, very nervous about that, insecure, because now it's fine, now it's a success, now lots of people are doing, but then it hadn't really been done before. And the Queen is alive and loved in England, and first of all I said I would only do it once the script was finished, because it was suggested to me before the script was written. I said I'll say yes or no when I read the script, because I don't want to do a film that is insulting or satirical, you know, comedic. Because the English do that all the time with the royal family. They're always doing comedic takedowns of the royal family. And it's not that I want to build them up either. I said if it's truthful and realistic, yes. And the script was like that. It was a great script when it came. So then I said yes, but I was very, very insecure. It was dangerous. At that time, it was kind of dangerous. But I researched, I studied a lot of film, and I tried to be, and I thought a lot about it. I looked at a lot of painted portraits. I tried to find my way into a person who is very private, as best I could.
Malgré tous les prix, l'expérience d'Helen Mirren ne se limite pas qu'à Elisabeth II, puisqu'elle a en tout joué 6 reines différentes, non sans difficulté.
It's about difficult because difficult is the challenge is the fun. The most challenging was either Cleopatra. I don't know if you included Cleopatra in that. Cleopatra, Shakespeare's Cleopatra was one, and Elizabeth I, those two. They are very big characters, and very powerful. At the same time, extremely vulnerable. They have a lot in common in many ways.
Mais cette expérience ne l'empêche pas non plus d'être troublée quand elle voit des images d'Elisabeth II.
Sometimes I think I'm looking at myself. It was very weird, especially when I was doing the film. When I worked on the film just after. Whenever I saw the Queen, I went, oh, there I am. There's me. And now I think, oh, there she is. Yes, there she is. In a way, she being me, her, and her, we sort of become a mixture.
Si vous ne voyez en Helen Mirren que l'interprète de The Queen, l'affaire Rachel Singer vous prouvera donc qu'elle excelle dans d'autres registres et qu'elle est bien une actrice royale.
We have to deal with it.
Well, what does that mean? Deal with it.